Hi everyone, it's Nina and I'm back with my wrap-up video. This is recent reads. I can't remember if this is all of February or if I did one at the beginning of February, but this is most of what I read in the month of February. I'm in a kind of bad mood. I'm really upset today, so I'm hoping this will cheer up my mood, and let's get into it. So I had a pretty bad reading month. I read quite a few graphic novels, but I did not read many actual books. One of the books that I did finish and read is Definitions of Indefinable Things by Whitney Taylor. I liked the cover of this, but this gave me a lot of like pick-me-girl vibes, a lot of like misogyny in this book. It deals with a teenage girl who has depression, and she starts to have this thing with this teenage boy who also has depression. It felt very 2010 Tumblr to me. In 2010, Nina would have really liked this book. 2021, Nina, not so much. It felt, I was really frustrated with our teenage girl. First of all, she kept calling her mom her first name, which was Karen, coincidentally, which I thought was kind of funny. And her mom had some issues, let's not be wrong, but for the majority of this book, her mom wasn't like this terrible mom who was like some crazy person. Like, she like genuinely just wanted to like be like, hey, how you doing? And her teenage daughter's like, fuck you. I'm just like, I don't know where our author was going with that. Like, are we supposed to be on the teenager side? Because I wasn't. And I felt like the dude was kind of an asshole, and we're supposed to root for them. I didn't root for them. And another thing in this book was that our main male character gets another girl pregnant, and we're supposed to like dislike this girl a little bit. She's like this perfect, wonderful girl, and now we're competing. We feel insecure. The main character feels insecure that she's not as beautiful as the other girl and whatever, so she kind of like hates on this other girl, but this other girl is like super sweet and super dope, and they become friends. I wasn't liking the girl and girl hate in this. I just wasn't there for it. Let's move on to a book I did enjoy. It's Katie the Cat Sitter by Stephanie Yu and Colleen A.F. Bendable. I don't know if these are both the authors. But look at all these cats. Look at this cover. Like, he's wearing a little bow tie and headphones. Super cute. I thought this was an adorable book. It deals with this girl who so badly wants to go to summer camp with her friends but can't afford it, so she does some odd jobs to raise money to go to summer camp, and one of the jobs is cat sitting for her neighbor. Little did she know that her neighbor has 217 cats and is secretly a villain. So we get to uncover that secret and get to look at some really cute cats and their mysterious secret abilities. I also read a kid's chapter book. It's Who Was Marie Carey? I never really was taught about her in school, so I just wanted something short and sweet, and know the little basics about her. I enjoyed reading this. It was really quick, because it is a kid's chapter book, and it doesn't go very in-depth. It just kind of tells you the basics of her life, and what she's known for, so I enjoyed it. I also read Mac on a Hot Tin Roof by Melinda Metz. I really liked that there was a cat on this, so I picked it up. My sister bought this for me for Christmas 2 years ago now. As you can see, I did not read this entire thing. I got 134 pages in and then gave up. I didn't care about our main characters. The only character in this that I liked was the cat, but we focused too much on the human characters that I didn't care for. I don't even really remember what happens in this book. I think our main male character is a cop, and he's kind of like falling in love with like this artist person. I'm not sure. And then the cat is having some mischief and finds a group of kittens that he's trying to take care of and find homes for, which I thought was really sweet. I liked the cat's narration of this book, just like a stereotypical cat brain of like what you think cats might say. and I thought it was funny. Another book that I did not finish is Girl A by Abigail Dean. I got this for free through a Goodreads giveaway, and I was excited. It's a nice hardcover. It is about this girl who escaped from her family, who is kind of like holding her and her hostage, her and her siblings hostage, in this like crazy religious cult type thing. I did not finish this. I got 240 pages in. So I liked the premise of this book, the idea of, you know, this older sister saving her and the rest of her siblings from her crazy parents. But it really didn't focus too much on that. And like, it's set in the future of like after they escape and years into the future, her mom ends up dying in prison. And so she has to deal with her mom's leftover estate and what to do with it. And see where her siblings are at and what they think they should do with it. And then it gives you like kind of like a chapter on each sibling. I didn't care enough about it. I felt like it was too slow. And I kind of just wanted to hear more about like them being held captive pretty much, and their abuse and what they went through. And I know that's kind of morbid, but that's what I wanted to read. The next book I read is You Owe Me a Murder by Eileen Cook. This deals with a young girl who goes on a class trip abroad, and her ex-boyfriend's on this trip. She ends up meeting this other young girl, and they get to talking about how much this one girl hates her mom and the other girl hates her ex-boyfriend. And they kind of agree to help each other out and murder each other's problem. She didn't know what she was getting into. She wasn't serious about it. It was a joke. And now she has a psychopath demanding that she murders her mom. So she gets a little in over her head, not sure what to do, not sure how to tell the police this. And that's it. I don't really have too much to say. I did enjoy this. I thought it was fun and it was quick, and I like thrillers, so this was a nice YA thriller. I felt like this could have been so much better had it been an adult thriller. It would have been deeper and creepier, and more suspenseful, I think. But as a young adult, this was good for a young adult thriller. I love this. I think this was my favorite read of the month. This is a graphic novel called Displacement by Kiki Hughes. I didn't read what this was about. Just judging from the cover, I had thought this was maybe a World War II story. It's actually about America's Japanese internment camps, and it has kind of like a twist to it because she kind of like goes back in time. It's like a time travel type thing. So I thought that was really interesting. I don't think I ever learned in school about the Japanese internment camps. I don't think that's anything that's covered enough in school. So this is like the first time I'm really learning about it, and I really enjoyed this. I loved the artwork. I loved how they relate it to today's history. It deals with this young Japanese girl who kind of like travels back in time and sees her grandma and follows her grandma through these internment camps. Now, she doesn't actually talk to her grandma, but she gets to see what her grandma has gone through, and she herself has to go through it in these time travel things. She understands now why she has lost so much of her Japanese culture while living in America, and why her grandma never really passed that down through the generations. And it was really sad, and it's really heartbreaking, and it's something that I will never fully understand, but something that I definitely have empathy for. And appreciate learning about, and I think everybody should check this book out. The last book I have to show you is another graphic novel called The Daughters of Yes. I don't know how you say that. It's just YS. How do you say that? I don't know. This is by M.T. Anderson. This was okay. I didn't really care for it. It was kind of creepy. I think this is supposed to be a retelling of some sort. It deals with these two sisters. Their mom has passed away, and then they grow up, and they have like these magical powers that the one sister has to pretty much murder these men to continue to have these powers and have their island survive, and the other sister doesn't want to be a part of that and just wants to kind of like live her life or whatever. I wasn't really a fan of it. I gave it like 2-3 stars. And that's really all I have to say about this. So that is all that I have to show you today. Most of these books, it looks like a nice stack, but like 3 of these books I didn't finish, and most of them are graphic novels. So not a great reading month. Hopefully March is better, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!